So next we're going to do a little guided meditation. So my invitation to you is if you're doing some welding to maybe pause that. We have anybody else here on doing some welding while on the Zoom call? Um, yeah, we got Michael with the welding helmet on here. John actually just received my psychic message, which is that if you're able to either, like, you could even kind of close the screen of your computer while we're doing this 15-minute guided meditation. If it's not too crazy, to kind of like dim the light a little bit, because a big message that I love to remind people is that light has a direct effect on our state of consciousness. And so if you're able to kind of dim the light or even just kind of put your computer or phone kind of to the side so that it's not shining in your eyes, that might allow you to drop a little bit more into meditation. If not, it's no big deal. But yeah, I'll just kind of turn off one of my lights here. But yeah, you don't have to like look at me. And also, before we jump into this, I just want to honor all of you who are watching this from the future. You are a part of our circle as well, and especially when we do this guided meditation, we are going to connect beyond time and space. So yeah, let's find a nice, comfortable position. If you want to grab a quick sip of water or something, that's good. All right. So let's start off by doing three deep breaths together. On the inhale, I'm going to invite you to just roll your shoulders up towards your ears. And on the exhale, you can roll them back down and just let out a sigh if that feels good. So big inhale, rolling the shoulders up. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, rolling up. Exhaling with a sigh. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale with a sigh. And on these next two breaths, I'm going to invite you to, on the exhale, just kind of wiggle your body a little bit on the exhale to just kind of loosen up any tension. So inhaling, rolling the shoulders up. Exhale, wiggle it out. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up. Exhale with a wiggle. All right, so if you're cool with closing your eyes, we're going to do a nice little visualization here. So I'm going to invite us to imagine that we are traveling from our current homes or location all the way to a beautiful grove in the redwood forest. And we enter into this grove and we see there's a beautiful bonfire set up for us with about 20 beautiful chairs around this bonfire. And so as we walk up, we each choose one of these chairs. And these are extremely special chairs. They've been hand carved by woodworkers here in the redwood forest from redwood trees that had fallen down. And they each have a unique vibe to it. And the wood is very smooth. And so I invite you to imagine that you're going up and choosing one of these beautiful wooden chairs, sitting in a circle of 20 of us around this large bonfire. And as you sit down, I invite you to just feel the contours of this beautiful, ornate wooden chair. Just feel how nice it feels to sit in this chair. These are the types of chairs where if there was only one of them in the circle, you would think that was for the guest of honor. But in this circle, each of us is a guest of honor, and there we all deserve to have one of these really awesome chairs to sit in. And so as we sit in this circle with this bonfire blazing in front of us, I invite you to imagine that your bare feet are just touching the surface of Mother Earth, drawing in this beautiful energy here in the redwoods. And as you feel your feet on the earth, I invite you to imagine that all around us in this grove are enormous ancient redwood trees. And each of these trees just has such a majestic presence to it. These ancient tree beings, the youngest of them are around 500 years old, older than the United States of America has even been around. And so, as you feel this connection to this sacred ground below us, and also this sense of community that we're developing here in this circle, I invite you to imagine that you're drawing in healing, refreshing energy from the earth. And the weather is totally pleasant out, so it's totally a warm energy flowing in. And I just invite you to imagine that you're drawing in this dark green, nourishing, healing energy. And this energy is helping to fill in any gaps in your body that feel like they could just use some revitalization. So I invite you to draw this energy in. Imagine that it's filling up your feet. Imagine that this energy is moving up through your legs, as if you're breathing in through the bottoms of your feet. And this dark green healing energy continues to flow up, making its way to your root center, which resonates a red energy and helps you to feel anchored in your body and in this present moment. And this healing energy continues to flow up into the sacral chakra, helping to balance your sacral energy, resonating orange color in all directions. And now this healing energy continues to fill up our bodies, making its way into the low belly and low back, activating the solar plexus and willpower center, which resonates a beautiful yellow energy. And once again, breathing in through the bottoms of your feet, this energy travels up, filling up your heart space with fresh, revitalizing energy. And the heart chakra resonates a beautiful emerald green energy. So I invite you to take a few deep breaths into your heart space as we sit in this circle amidst this bonfire. Just breathing in that fresh redwood forest oxygen. And once again, this dark green healing energy continues to fill up our bodies, making its way down through the shoulders, down through the arms, filling the hands with a gentle buzzing energy. And this energy travels up once again into the throat and the neck, activating blue energy of the throat center, which helps us to clarify the words that we want to energize, reminding us that we have the power to speak life, to speak encouragement and beauty into existence. And this energy travels up once again, filling up your face and head and mind with fresh life force energy. And I invite you to imagine a purple light emanating from the center of your forehead, helping you to reactivate your sense of imagination, your sense of creative ingenuity, your sense of vision that you are working to manifest on this beautiful planet. And once again, this energy travels up to the very top of our heads, activating a beautiful white light, connecting us to divine healing energy, pouring in from above amidst these beautiful redwood trees. There's no electrical wires or anything like that for many miles, so we have a clear connection to heavenly divine energies just pouring in through the tops of our heads. And now, if you are open to it, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center where you can find sense of inner peace. And now I invite you to imagine that you're looking back at the last year as if it is a wheel or a circle that is split up into four segments. And the first segment is from December 21st, 2023 to March 21st, 2024. So we're going to call this the winter season. And I invite you to just tune in to what you experienced last winter. And I invite you to internally invite any memories that feel like they would like to recollect to you, or any insights that you might have gathered during last year's winter season. Let's just take a few moments to be open to receive through our imagination, through our memory, any anything that feels meaningful. And I invite you to do your best to not focus on only challenging experiences, but see if you can remember some positive, beautiful experiences as well. And now I invite you to gently give thanks for anything that came to you from this past winter season. Invite you to just give a little bow of thank you to this winter and whatever this last winter that and whatever it may have brought you or taught you. And now I invite you to imagine that circle, we're going to shift to the next upper right quadrant. So this is March 21st of 2024 all the way to July or June 21st, excuse me, of 2024. So this represents the spring season. So I invite you to inwardly invite whatever memories or insights or lessons that might want to come to you from this past spring season. So let's take a moment to just inwardly receive and reflect. I invite you to tune in to what were some of the smells that you smelled this spring, some of the foods you may have tasted, some of the hugs you may have shared. And now I invite you to inwardly bow to this spring season, giving thanks for all it has brought you and taught you. And next, we will imagine we're moving to that third quadrant of the circle, the lower right hand corner. This is the fall season, and this is from June 21st to September 21st of this past year. So I invite you now to tune in to whichever memories or experiences or lessons you went through in this past year, and invite you to just see what medicine this last fall season brought to your life. I invite you to see if you can think of three specific moments where someone besides you was smiling this fall, and just see if you can reimagine just that moment of them smiling and just kind of relish in that moment, which has never happened before in the history of the universe and will never happen again. And so now I invite you to inwardly bow and give thanks to this fall season. Or what am I saying? That was the summer season. I might have screwed up there. Anyways, we all make mistakes. So yeah, that was the that was the summer season. But anyways, we're still flowing here. That was June 21st to September 21st. So now officially the fall season is from September 21st to December 21st, which is coming up here in less than a month. This is the bottom left quadrant of your map, your circle. So I invite you now to tune in to any memories, lessons, experiences that have happened to you in these past 3 months that you'd like to reflect on, you'd like to harvest some wisdom, or perhaps just you want to remember them and keep them on what I call the altar of your heart, which can hold memories that you want to continue to treasure. So let's take a few moments to absorb any moments from these past 3 months of our lives. I invite you to just imagine what were some of the beautiful scenes of nature that you've seen in this past 3 months. For me, I absolutely love the fall colors, and they're just so radiant. And now I invite you to inwardly bow and give thanks to this fall season. And now I invite you to just feel this last year that you've been through, from the winter to the spring to the summer to the fall. And if it feels good, I invite you to say, I honor you, 2024, for all that you have brought me and all you have taught me. I honor you, 2024, for all you have brought me and all you have taught me. And so this doesn't necessarily mean that everything happened the way we wanted it to happen, or that we couldn't have made different choices, but we're simply taking a posture of honoring what did happen, doing our best to harvest the medicine and the lessons and the blessings from those experiences so that we can move forward with a clear slate without feeling a sense of resistance towards what happened in the past, and just allowing every single one of those little experiences and moments to fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, like a big mosaic. So I invite you to imagine that you're looking at this past year as a big mosaic. And now we're going to do a little thing where we put our hands in front of ourselves as if we're putting like a glaze on this mosaic, like a seal. And we're sealing it up, honoring it, celebrating the things we want to celebrate, and harvesting the lessons that we want to learn moving forward. And so, with that, I invite you to once again inwardly bow and give thanks for this past year of your own life here on planet Earth. And I invite you to give yourself a big hug because you made it through. And you still got life in your veins. You still got a heart that is beating. You still got other comrades on this crazy journey. And once again, as we sit around this fire, I invite you to just feel that sense of connection with everyone that's in this circle, even those of you joining from the future. And I invite you to just bow and give thanks for them, for their way that they are walking on this planet. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. And now I invite you to bow and give thanks to these beautiful ancient redwood trees that have been holding space for us this whole time. They've been holding space for us before we were even born. They'll be holding space for us long after we leave this lifetime. So I invite you to give thanks to these redwood elders. And with that, I'm going to invite you to press your hands on different parts of your body as we begin to shift out of this meditation mode